Hello, Danse. Welcome to the first reading of This Canoe is Heavy by Grandmother Gentle Bear. Most of my life was with family on the land, a small village near the ocean. We all lived and harvested together and looked after each other and cared for each other. Some were good fishermen, some were great hunters, others foraged. Many were good at all of it. We tanned hides together and turned the finished leather into tunics, pants, leggings, mittens, hats, and of course moccasins with rabbit fur trim. There was a harmony to this type of life and many rewards from the land. It's country food, growing almost everywhere, and in return for this bounty, we nurture the land, only taking what we need, learning every day, and passing on these valuable lessons to the next generations. Ancestors showing the way. Young people know the land from birth. Like old people inside a young body, their intelligence is remarkable. Many happy moments seeing our youth teaching ancient ways to the small children. It becomes a natural flow that at times itself with all living things. If only it could stay this way. Travelers and visitors bring news from other villages along the coast. We learn what families have had new babies, who died, and new couples starting new families. Travelers come in all kinds of colors, from faraway places and not so far away places. We trade stories and goods and food, cloth, hides, moccasins, beads, and herbs. We only see their color when we first meet, but that soon fades away and you only see the person. Grandfather says we are all human beings, and we all have a purpose, and we all have knowledge. But stories from other villages have roused some youth and they want to paddle down coast to meet young women. This can be very dangerous. Some villages will welcome new, strong young men to marry one of their young women, but they will have to live in that village because the elders need help. Some young men will be allowed to take a young woman back to their village, but some will be attacked or driven off. Some will be taken as workers or killed. It's important to know which villages are friendly and maybe some families living there. Otherwise, you might not make it back. There are many missing people that leave and are never heard from again. Some are taken from us by rough ocean storms with huge waves that capsize canoes and kayaks. Some go up coast and freeze to death in the winter cold, unprepared. Some go down coast and you hear about them from time to time, and others that just go missing. It's the way of the land. Nothing is forever. That's why passing on the knowledge is so important. Some people are lost, roaming around lost, with something in their head not right. We give them compassion and pity because they are vulnerable. I'm thinking about becoming one of those lost people, but on purpose. Nothing wrong in my head, and nothing wrong with village life. I just feel the need to go inside the forest for a while and test my abilities and strength. Some of the elders think I'm crazy, but in a good way. but they understand that at some point in life we all need to go out on our own. Maybe a vision quest, maybe just to get away for a while, almost a holiday. I'll miss teaching the young ones, and they'll miss me too. And this is the way things are done sometimes. The kayakers are coming ashore with heavy loads of fish, ocean fish like red snapper and cod, and sometimes salmon if they're running. The whole village has come to the shoreline to help with the catch. We will eat good today. I watch the harmony of the villagers. They are my heart. They are my heartbeat. They are my family. No one is telling the other what to do. We all just know what to do. Most of today's catch will be eaten, but some will be smoked and dried, smoked for trail food and future rations and stores. Once home, the fish goes right on the fire. Some cook on a hot rock on the fire and some on a stick. The smell of fish on the fire flows through the village. Children's laughter and old women recounting tales of fish runs that had smokehouses full and plenty of food for the winter. Spring was the only time we didn't talk about winter. And for most of the winter, we talked about the coming spring. Fish on the fire, a bit of wild wheat bannock, and a cup of tea. And now when I say tea, it could be fresh pine needle sprouts, boiled up, or yarrow. The tea could be birch bark steeped in hot water, or rose hips. And with honey when we have it. Lindsay. Well, thanks for stopping by. We're going to do this again tomorrow, and we're going to continue our story by great-grandmother Gentle Bear. And we'll find out whether these kids find a wife, and we find out if they have enough food for the winter. If you like and subscribe at the end of this video, it helps keep this channel alive so I can bring you more stories. Thanks for joining us.